city of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback. First down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Right back to Connor here on first. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
James
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
25-yard line.
Here's Connor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bernard direct.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20-yard
line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 3. Check 3. 13.
Garoppolo looks to throw. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Duke Johnson, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Whitney merciless in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Watson to give. This is Johnson. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Finding fouls complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. A first down carry here for Johnson. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
38-yard line.
On the draw, Connor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
At the 41-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Looking deep here, and this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. Come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now Watson throws another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
45 yards.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
It's third down.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Operating from the gun, Watson. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They will indeed snap it to Watson, and that is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They begin on the ground here with Connor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, a run with Connor. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
4-yard line.
On the handoff, Connor. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the gun, Watson. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there. 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Johnson's got it complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
A gain of
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. To the air yet again, Watson. He gets it to Cooks. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Complete.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
At the 29-yard line.
Watson looks to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Buying time to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now Watson. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
At the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Again, it's Connor. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They start with a give to Connor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will